and welcome back to my channel. My name is Simone if you're new here, and I make videos all about Taylor Swift because I am a huge Swiftie. We have so much to catch up on, and I'm so sorry that I left you guys hanging. First of all, I hope everyone had an amazing holiday season, Swiftmas and New Year's Day. My holiday was a bit crazy, like Christmas holiday season usually is, so I didn't get to make the videos that I promised you guys yet, but today is the day we are getting started with kind of a three-part series. This will be the Eras Tour finale recap, and the next two will be kind of like my 2024 Taylor's version recap, and then my 2025 Taylor Swift predictions. I will do my best to get all of those to you by the end of January so we can go into this new year with all of those out of the way. So here we are on the other side of the Eras Tour. It's been a process. I was, of course, so emotional after it ended. I'm still trying to process that I will never get to see it live. I struggled to get over that for a while. But I've made my new dream to see Taylor live someday, somehow, however that happens. I'm just going to believe it will, and that someday I will understand why this had to happen and I couldn't manifest or get a miracle or whatever to go see her on the Eras Tour. It literally still hurts talking about it. The last show was so hard for me, but I have so much faith that I will someday get to see her. It just has to happen, right? She is just my hero and always has been since I was a little girl. So not being part of the Eras Tour in person has kind of shaken me a little, to be honest. I really am struggling to process it and to get over it. But here I am living for the hope of it all and believing that because I'm such a huge Swiftie, someday I will get my dream. I literally made like a whole TikTok or two about how kind of devastated I was after the last show. But it's a cringe fest, so I wouldn't recommend you go watch that. But if you do want to watch it, it's on my TikTok, so I just decided to leave it up, you know, in case Taylor sees it someday and decides next time that she has to come to South Africa. Anyway, I will show you guys a little bit of my reaction when we get to the end of this video about the last Eras Tour show. And I just feel like weekends are just kind of different now. But I'm sure Taylor has a lot more where that came from, so I don't think we will feel like this for too long. We are already starting to plan for a debutation release in March or April. There's been kind of rumors that she might announce or drop them then, and she needs to release them by August apparently, although I don't know anything about like copyrights or legal jargon and so on and so on. I have no idea if that's a fact. It's just what I'm seeing. So without further delay, let's do it. I can't believe it, but let's recap everything that happened starting in Toronto. Toronto feels like ages ago already, but I wanted to start there since I haven't done that yet. Then we will get to Vancouver.
Toronto. Welcome to the Eras Tour!
So Toronto night 1 to 6. Toronto night 1 started on November 14th. Toronto went all out for Taylor. They also got the giant friendship bracelet and decked out their horses in friendship bracelets like we saw in Indy. They also had a Swiftie wall where you could take and trade friendship bracelets. The stadium even sold these cute little tumblers with bracelets. During the surprise song set, Taylor thanked us fans for the Grammy nominations for Tortured Poets and played a mashup of My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys and This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things. Is this an Easter egg that after the Grammys she might announce Reputation?
We basically were like working really hard to secretly put together a new chapter in the Eras Tour of the Tortured Poets department, and we wanted to surprise you with it. And we did, and you guys have just been so wonderful about like digging into this album and really understanding like where I was coming from with it. And you made it like by far the biggest like debut week I've ever had with an album. And you kept that album at #1 for like nearly 4 months. And the most recent thing that you did, because everything that happens is a direct reflection of the passion that you show, is you guys got this album nominated for 6 Grammys. It's so unbelievable, so thank you.
She also did False God and Tis the Damn Season on piano. Just wow, 2 of my faves. On night 2, she did an epic mashup of I Don't Want to Live Forever and Mine. I Don't Want to Live Forever is one of my favorites. I really hope it's going to be a vault track for it. And then she did Evermore and Peter on the piano, which really actually works so well together. I'd never thought of those two. I thought she would have done Evermore earlier in November, but it really just worked. On night 3, she brought out Gracie Abrams as a surprise guest for the second time on the tour, which fans kind of picked up on when Gracie didn't include us in her usual set during the opening. They performed a mashup of us and Out of the Woods. It was so beautiful, just the vocals and everything. It was amazing. We as fans also noticed that their outfit combo and even the pose that they did at the end was the same as Tabrina's. Interesting? Does it mean anything? I don't know. Taylor also did a Travis move during Midnight Rain.
And the life I gave away, 'cause he was sunshine, I was midnight rain.
On night 4, Taylor did on guitar Mr. Perfectly Fine and Better Than Revenge. I mean, just an insane female rage mashup. On night 5, she finally did the long-awaited mashup of Cassandra and Mad Women. I mean, we knew it was coming and that it had to come at some point, but excuse me, the vocals, the intensity, the performance, she slayed this. This was epic. I need this as a live recording to listen to over and over again. A countdown to signify only 4 nights left of the entire tour. Oh my gosh, and that was the point that it really started to kind of sink in. Then on night 6, she did Sparsfly and Message in a Bottle, More Speak Now. Taylor got super emotional, just like we all were feeling by that time, during the super long Champagne Problems ovation.
Toronto, we're at the very end of this tour, so you doing that, you have no idea how much it means to me and to my... to my band, to my crew, and everybody who's put so much of this into this tour, into their I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. That was, I'm just having a bit of a moment, sorry. It's not even the last show. My band, my crew, all my fellow performers, we have put so much of our lives into this, and you have put so much of your lives into being with us tonight and to giving us that moment that we will never forget. We've loved our time in Toronto. It's been so amazing. I love you guys. Thank you so much for that.
And she hits us with How Did It End? And You're Losing Me. I mean, we thought it couldn't get like more intense than Cassandra and Madwoman, but it did. We were just wrecked. I'm still wrecked. It was like she was saying goodbye.
I said, how long will we be a sad town till we were too far gone? To give you all my blessings, my eyes and hands, and all I did was bleed. I tried to be the bravest soldier, fighting in the army, front lines don't you ignore me. I'm the best thing in this party. You're losing me. I would never either. Pathological people pleaser. Do something, baby. Say something. Lose something, baby. Win something. You're losing me. Choose something, baby. To see it once again, the feeling of the dead crowd, breathing silence as the soul was weeping, the deflation of our drowning, the reaper after my beloved ghost of me, sitting in a tree,
And the countdown went down to 3.
beneath the beam, since when I'm on TV.
And before we knew it, December had arrived and we were down to the last 3 shows ever.
Vancouver. Welcome to the Eras Tour!
I can't. I don't know how I'm going to get through this, but we will try. I'm literally getting emotional just thinking about doing this final recap. So, Vancouver, Takeover, Swiftcouver as they called it. Vancouver received the French bracelet, passing the Swiftie torch for the very last time. And they also had these awesome signs all throughout the city. They also made an Eras Tour themed SkyTrain map. The Gastown steam clock was playing Shake It Off, I think every quarter hour, which was so cool. Okay, so Swiftcouver or Takeover night 1 was feeling nostalgic. On night 1, extra filming gear replaced one of the VIP tents and the crew showcased their signed Chiefs gear. And then Taylor took the stage in her blue and gold bodysuit. We noticed early on during the show that Taylor was being filmed on stage. As we now know, this would continue for the rest of the nights in Swiftcouver, meaning that Taylor wore the same outfits for 3 nights in a row, something that will go down in Eras Tour history as the finale we did not see coming.
This night is sparkling, don't you let it go. I'm wonderstruck, rushing all the way home. I'll spend forever wondering if you knew.
A lot of Swifties were so shocked by this, myself included. We thought for sure we would get something exciting, or at least be able to participate in mastermind guessing for the last 3 shows, which we still did, but it just didn't feel the same because I think after night 2 we all suspected that the guessing game was over and she was going to three-peat the outfits. Was it a symbol of luck for the Chiefs Super Bowl three-peat, kind of like a superstitious kind of thing, or did she have to do it for continuity, as most of us have speculated? I have been so wrong before, but I honestly don't see why she would have to have such continuity for a documentary, where they would only kind of use snippets of different shows, so it wouldn't really matter. So are we really getting the Eras Tour film part 2 with TTPD? I really hope so. And I think so. Otherwise, why? I kind of get why many Swifties were sort of disappointed with the three-peat outfits for the very last shows, but I honestly think there is a reason. I'm sure Taylor knows how important it was for us to guess the outfits every single night and how much fun we had with it. But I think she had to make the choice, and knowing that she has kind of a surprise in store for us, it would be worth it and we would thank her later. And I think she would want to document the finale of the Eras tour, so it does make sense to me. I'm sure she had something in mind, even if we never see the footage, but I'm also sure it is leading up to something. Like, I just don't think she would do that for no reason. I'm just happy I got to see the last live streams, so the outfits didn't concern me as much. I had no idea Vancouver's time zone would allow me to watch it starting from like 7 a.m. in the morning, which was perfect because that's the time that I wake up. And I was so happy to watch it because I hadn't planned on it. I thought the time zone was the same as Toronto, so I was just super happy about being able to watch the last 3 shows live. There were even microphones in the audience, and for the first time since the Eras tour started, there were $16 seats behind the stage with a pretty good, decent view, which I hope many Swifties actually got for the actual $16 and not crazy resale prices. I've seen Swifties saying that it was worth it for them, so I'm really glad about that. At that point, I would take it if it just meant being in the building. And Taylor did end up peeking behind the stage at the audience, I think during Anti-Hero, to say hi, so they did get a glimpse of her, which is just like a win-win situation. On night 1, Taylor being Taylor with her dark sense of humor, during the lover speech, told us a little known fact that we hadn't apparently been thinking about, crying about, ruminating about, talking about for the last few months, that it was the last stop of the Eras tour.
So here in 2024, we have taken the Eras tour all over the world. You know, we went to Asia, we went to Australia, we spent all summer in Europe, swung back through America, and then we thought, you know what? If we're gonna bring the Eras tour to a close, which we are, in 9 shows, we're like, I was thinking, you know, I really want to spend those last shows with the most generous, encouraging, welcoming, passionate, excitable fans. So we came to see you in Toronto.
She also did on guitar Haunted and Wonderland because of the A. Taylor's sense of humor is off the charts. I just really love that. I thought a long while ago that she might do that, but I kind of forgot about it, and that was just hilarious. On piano, she did Never Grow Up and The Best Day. Not Taylor saying she doesn't want to leave us and she had the best day with us on the Eras tour. Oh my gosh. The countdown continued with only 2 shows left. Fans also noticed there was an exclusive Wi-Fi hotspot for the filming crew called Tour Film. Come on, this has to be an Easter egg from Taylor herself. She would know we would see that. Some people have wondered if fans might have done this on purpose to be funny or misleading or just to clown or just to mess with us, but I really don't think so, as a few of the locked exclusive Wi-Fi hotspots were labeled tour something, tour crew, whatever. But who knows, Swifties messing with us or a confirmation from Taylor herself. We will just have to wait and see. For night 2, she brought out Gracie Abrams again, and a lot of people were speculating that she had a surprise in store for night 3, because she said it was the last night that they could possibly play together, which wasn't technically true, but I think it was just a way of speech. They sang I Love You, I'm Sorry. Fans actually noticed that Gracie swapped this around for I Miss You, I'm Sorry during her set, and a Last Kiss. That was just a great mashup. It was so seamless, and Gracie sounded beautiful, especially on the Last Kiss part. Well, they just both did. I really felt like Taylor was still saying goodbye with Last Kiss. It was another Speak Now song. She really did a lot of Speak Now towards the end. I wonder if it means something. And then she hit us with Maroon and the Tortured Poets Department, the title track. Shout out to Gia Mariano from Taylor Watch, who literally said that would be a great mashup just a few days before Taylor did this, and then Taylor did it. I mean, coincidence? Taylor just had to do Maroon one more time, didn't she? At this point, it's no secret what her favorite songs are. But she said something during this that really made it sink in that there was only one night left. She said, for one last time on this tour, we get to sing this together. For one last time. Taylor said that before singing the last chorus of Maroon on the Eras tour, and that was the moment we knew.
Okay, I want to do this one more time on this tour. One last time, we get to sing together. The burgundy on my t-shirt really splashed wine to me, and how the blood rushed into my cheeks so scarlet it was. The mark I saw on my collarbone, the rust that grew between telephones, the lips I used to call home, so scarlet it was. Maroon.
Here's the fun fact as well. Ever since the Canada shows, every time Taylor played a Speak Now song, she wore the purple dress. And there was a lot of them. This happened for Toronto Night 2, where she did I Don't Wanna Live Forever and Mine, Toronto Night 6 for Sparks Fly and Message in a Bottle, Vancouver Night 1, Haunted and Wonderland, and The Best Day and Never Grow Up, Vancouver Night 2, Last Kiss and I Love You, I'm Sorry, and on Night 3, where she did Long Live, New Year's Day, and The Manuscript. So I'm just wondering why she chose so many Speak Now songs to end the tour with. I don't know, but maybe we will know someday. And then it was December 8th, just like that. For one last time, Taylor Swift took the stage in her blue and gold bodysuit. And when she appeared wearing that, I knew, and we all knew, we were not getting any surprises.
Lizzie McGuire, you are an outfit repeater.
It was going to be the same outfits as night 1 and 2. I had, of course, gone all out on my mastermind and made some wild predictions, only some of which actually happened, basically just the surprise songs. I'll share them with you guys. Bear in mind that I was in super clown mode and I really wanted something like extraordinary for the last night. I really thought she was going to do something crazy. And in hindsight, I really should have known. My final picks and predictions. I literally said all of this. Going all out because why not? It's the last time we get to do this. That could literally just be my Swiftie mantra from now on, because we always think it's like the last time we get to clown about something, and then next week we're on to the next thing. So we're all crazy here. My final predictions were: we will get the outfit shown in the Eras Tour book, and the gold I Can Do It With a Broken Heart outfit that we haven't seen yet live, or Taylor will go all green for everything, which could mean either debut or rep or both. And did this come true? Nope. Taylor said, I forgot that you existed. This will literally haunt us forever. Why did we not get the final outfit combos and the gold outfit? Maybe if there is a film or documentary or some other surprise, she will tell us, but I just don't understand. I just don't understand. No. I'm not sure if I think we will get an announcement or not. That was my next prediction. Maybe for the documentary or the Eras Tour Part 2. Incorrect. Taylor Nation might live stream in HD quality. Is that why they went live and nothing happened so many times? They were practicing? Nope. So that was all for nothing. What was the practicing for? I don't understand. Taylor might make the show longer and bring back the song she removed from the set list. This was a lofty prediction, but no, that did not happen. Taylor might do many surprise songs. Just how many was I thinking? But no. Post Malone might come out during Fortnite, or Florence for Florida, one last time. No, Jan Malone almost got me. Okay, no, he really got me. The crowd cheered so loud, but then I realized. And Florence and Florida did not happen one last time. So if the thing is being filmed, that will probably not be in it, which... Okay. Taylor might announce that the tour is not really over or will continue at some point. No, this one was just a dream. I mean, she didn't not say it though. And then lastly, Taylor will play the manuscript Long Live and You're on Your Own Kid on piano. I literally ended up predicting New Year's Day instead on Mastermind, instead of You're on Your Own Kid with the manuscript and Long Live. But then I just changed it last minute and I was so mad at myself. Okay, so let's get into what actually did happen, because my predictions did not. So first, fans spotted Santa and an elf, making us speculate about a possible Christmassy surprise. But nothing. The final pre-show started with pictures from all of Taylor's eras being displayed on the screens. Then Gracie Abrams read a letter to Taylor about her time on the Eras tour, which was so special and emotional. And then it was time for the last time. It had been a long time coming, but not long enough. Taylor appeared again in her gold and blue bodysuit. During the man, she said the words that we didn't want to hear. You're making me feel like we get to spend the last night of the Eras tour with you.
Tonight, we get to spend the last night of the Eras tour with 60,000 beautiful people in Vancouver.
There were many final moments, and it was especially emotional during the last 22 hype moment and Taylor's speech. She said that she had decided to make this tour her longest tour ever because of us and how special we had made it and how much fun she had had.
I decided to make this tour the longest tour I've ever done because you have made this feel like so much more than a concert tour in so many ways. I've been going on tour since I was 15 years old, and this has felt different in every single way. It's felt like this escape to a planet where nothing but joy and passion and togetherness and camaraderie exists every night for me looking out to these crowds.
We also had to hear for the last time no from Cam.
He's like, I still love you. Like, I mean, this is exhausting. You know, like, we're never getting back together. For the last time, no!
And then coming back to the speech during All Too Well 10, Taylor talked about the legacy of the tour and how special we had made it.
And making friends and just bringing joy to each other. That is, I think, the lasting legacy of this tour, is the fact that you have created such a space of joy and togetherness and love. I couldn't be more proud of you, honestly. That is all you. That's what people think about when they think about this tour, is how they felt out in the crowd with you. So I just wanted to say that your why this is so special. And you supporting me for as long as you have is why I get to take these lovely walks down memory lane every single night, because you've cared about every era of my entire life that I've been making music. So thank you.
During Folklore, Taylor put us even more in our feels when she said, "It's just crazy to think I'm about to sing the last song I'll ever sing in the Folklore cabin."
It's just crazy to think I'm about to sing the last song I ever sang in the Folklore cabin. That's wild.
Oh my God. The folklore cabin that I'm currently standing in, this whole thing kind of just originated in my imagination. Because the whole folklore album really was sort of like a figment of my imagination. It was like this escape, this pretend escape place in my mind.
The crowd started singing Happy Birthday to Taylor as a fan project, and I think she could hear it, but I'm not sure because the live that I was watching, you couldn't really tell if she was reacting to that or just emotional, but it does seem like she heard it, but she didn't comment on it, so I'm not sure.
This tour has been the adventure of a lifetime, and I speak on behalf of my band, my crew, my fellow performers who all left their families and have spent time away from everything that they know and love, and have performed when they were sick, when anything was going on in their lives. They made sure that this show happened for you. And I just wanted to say that on behalf of all of us, we will never forget you giving us that moment. Thank you so much, Vancouver.
And then, just like that, it was the surprise song set after Taylor didn't wear a new rip outfit, or the green 1989 bodysuit, or the gold for I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, which I think we are all not ready to give up on. And we had to when she didn't come out in it, and we will never be okay, and we will never understand. Okay, so the guitar set was surprising to me and to most people, but it does kind of make sense in a way. I would have picked something more goodbye-ish, or maybe Tim McGraw. I think I predicted Bye Bye Baby, Is It Over Now, and something else. I can't remember. But maybe Taylor wasn't ready to say goodbye during the first surprise song. She sang A Place in This World and New Romantics. But New Romantics is one of my favorites from 1989, so I thought that was great. And then for the final time, she sat down at that piano and she launched into the most emotional version of Long Live New Year's Day and the Manuscript that I have ever heard and felt in my soul. I was in tears. I think most of us predicted and guessed this correctly. Although some people had kind of different combos like Dear Reader and You're On Your Own Kid instead of New Year's Day, and the other two. I wish I had actually chosen New Year's Day like I said earlier, but it wouldn't have mattered because my whole mastermind was wrecked because of my clownery. So congrats to anyone who ever won anything on Mastermind. I literally don't know how you did it. Anyway, I was such a wreck after this. It was unreal and I was not processing just, oh my gosh, the emotion that I was feeling.
It was the end of an era. The start of an age. Long live the walls we crashed through. How the kingdom lights shine just in me and you. The
but the story isn't mine anymore.
Then it was midnight, and Taylor ended the countdown during midnight rain, and she looked kind of happy about it. She was just like, bye. I fully expected her to just go down into the stage like right at that moment and everything's over. Taylor and Cam hugged during Bejeweled, which was so cute. I think the Chiefs also won their game, and they must have told Taylor at this point, because she did karma as the guy on the Chiefs won last time as well in honor of them winning. And then they had their final bow and group hug, and Taylor left with the crew instead of going into the stage.
Your head like a hero.
And the Commodore on the stage, well, nothing ever came of that, so I don't know what that was for either. There are many questions left unanswered, so Taylor must have a lot more in store for us, and these might have just been Easter eggs for something else. The tour is now officially the highest grossing tour in history, grossing over $2 billion by the end of it, and Taylor also gave all of her crew like these huge bonuses at the end of it, which was just amazing. But that's just who she is. I'll read you guys what I wrote just after Taylor took her final bow. I was not okay and none of us were. So I said, long live all the magic we made. It was the end of an era, but the start of an age. Thank you, Taylor, for the most amazing memories ever, for giving us everything and more for the past 2 years. I can't believe it's over. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. You're bigger than the whole sky. We will hold on to the memories forever. Today, I represent every single Swiftie who was not able to be at the Eras Tour in person. I understand what you must be going through. The intense emotion of loving something so much but not being fully part of it and knowing you never will. I thought I was going to be an absolute wreck today, which is surprisingly accurate, but I am celebrating today and making the best of it. I sang my heart out during the last live stream, and now I will be having a post-Eras Tour celebration day. I know in my heart, even though I couldn't physically be there, I was there in spirit for every single show. I was able to watch so many live streams and experience surprises in real time, like when Travis came on stage, or when Taylor surprised us with Florida featuring Florence, or every other time Taylor made a special announcement, wore a new outfit, or did something crazy or spectacular. I've cried and laughed and jumped up and down and sang my heart out and danced right along with everyone at the actual show. I got to see the film in theaters 3 times. I got to see the last few live streams, which I thought I wasn't going to be able to, and I'm so grateful for that. In the past 2 years, because of the tour, I became an even bigger Swiftie than I've ever been, and Taylor, her music and the tour got me through so much. It changed me, my entire being, and it helped make me who I am now. It helped me start to celebrate my girlhood again, and it made me so excited as a grown woman for all things pink, glittery and sparkly. It gave us all so much happiness, joy, tears and memories. I will cherish these 2 years forever. My biggest dream is that Taylor will someday tour again and that by then I will be able to see her. But I will keep dreaming and looking forward to the next era that Taylor promised, where I could maybe see her. So today is not just the end of the tour for me. It's saying goodbye to a dream and a miracle I was waiting for, but unfortunately, for reasons beyond my control, couldn't happen for me and for a lot of us. But my biggest wish is that in letting this dream go today and trusting that everything happens for a reason, my era to see Taylor will also come someday. For now, it will be an era of letting go, grieving something I never got to see with my own eyes, even though it was all I wanted, and healing. But even though it's over now, I know that Taylor will continue to give us so much. I just hope that she takes a very long break to recover. I think we still have so much to look forward to, like a Reputation TV, Rip the Green on Green 1989 combo, the green red bodysuits, and the announcement at the tour. A film directed by Taylor, the next era, TS12, a possible Eras Tour Part 2 film or documentary, or who knows what else our mastermind queen has planned or has in store for us. So even though this is goodbye to the Eras Tour, I will keep dreaming that someday it will be my era to see Taylor Swift, as I hope for those of you who didn't get to go either. For now, let the celebration of the Eras era begin. So that's just a little piece that I wrote about how I felt immediately after Taylor took her last bow, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. The thing that wrecked me even more than the surprise songs was Taylor saying, "My beloved Eras tour" at the end. That will literally stay with me forever, and I think we will all be calling it that from now on. I think she also mentioned that in the tour book, which I so badly want, but we don't get it in South Africa. Anyway, I was not okay the rest of that day. I went through the motions, but I was feeling it. It was like being pulled out of kind of a different reality and back into the real world. I was pretty much down bad. It took like a few weeks for me to get over it and to recover and to process and to accept, but now there's so many fond memories and nostalgia about grainy live streams, mastermind fails, surprises that I got to witness in real time on the live streams, and how Taylor really just gave me back my girlhood because of this tour. It has changed me forever. Even though I wasn't able to go physically, I was there in Swiftie spirit. I don't think I will ever really accept that it's over. I don't think any of us will. I feel like someone in the denial stage of a breakup, waiting for my lover to be standing at the door, telling me it will be okay and that he still loves me and that it was all a dream. But for the most part, I'm excited for whatever next era means. I thought that Taylor was putting her eras behind her and that she was going to do something new, not related to eras, but it seems like she kind of confirmed that there's more eras and we are so ready. And to be honest, the eras are part of her and part of all of us and will always be her legacy. My thoughts on the last show. The three-peat outfits were kind of unexpected to me. I really thought she would go all out for the last shows, even introduce more new outfits and have lots of surprises, and I really thought she would want to end the tour and have released all of her re-recordings, or at least announced them to signify the end of those eras. But I also think that she might be waiting until after the Grammys, and maybe that was the plan this whole time, because it does kind of make sense to not take the shine away or step out of the Tortured Poets era just yet. So maybe we might get another last music video for this era. I really don't think Taylor will announce anything at the Grammys though, after the backlash from last year, which is so ridiculous. But anyway, haters gonna hate. I mean, it would be so epic if she came out in the green bodysuit that we never got to witness for a performance and announced debutation, like maybe she performs a Vault song that we haven't heard. I don't know. But I don't think that's going to happen. I will do my predictions for 2025 and the Grammys in another video as well. Anyway, so back to my thoughts. I love the surprise songs and I really felt like it was ending for real. You could feel it, it was tangible, it was just unreal. I kept waiting for Taylor to say something like how it was all an elaborate ruse or surprise to keep us from knowing that she will be extending the tour, but that didn't happen. Who knows? I might hold out hope until I retire. I also didn't really expect the first surprise songs, but they worked, and the purple dress I love. All the outfits, if there's going to be a movie, it will be awesome. I was at least fully expecting her to announce the film part 2 or a documentary, which also didn't happen, but you never know, maybe she will announce those at the Grammys, or maybe it's not a thing and we're all just delulu as usual. Maybe these will all go down as theories that just never came true. Imagine in 50 years from now when I'm eating my oatmeal at my retirement home, I hear Ready For It come on the radio or whatever device we will be using to listen to music then, and I'm basically half deaf but I still recognize it, and I just start telling my husband and grandkids about how we are going to get Rep TV any day now. Maybe we will never get Debutation, the Eras Tour Part 2, documentary, or any answers about the green 1989 outfit, which is going to haunt me for the rest of my life if we don't. But we will always have the memories of the Eras Tour, and we will always be Swifties, and we will always have Taylor's legacy, and there will be more from Taylor, even if we are wrong about a lot of things most of the time. So yeah, a lot of the things that I expected for the final shows just didn't happen, but I feel like they were perfect and they just captured the essence of what the Eras Tour was and will always be, as close to its truest form as possible, the way Taylor intended, and it was magical. Of course, Swifties can never rest, and we will always be on to the next thing as soon as the one thing is over because of our restless leader. So the sadness didn't last for too long because we got to see Taylor literally 2 days after the tour ended visiting a children's hospital. Like, she hasn't just completed the most exhausting tour of her life, and I literally thought Girlie would be in a room with the curtains drawn, not coming out for a year. And she was just literally out and about quite a few times and won more awards, and we got to see all the pics of the Eras themed surprise birthday party planned by Travis, but I will go into detail about all of that in my next video when I do a grand recap of 2024 Taylor's version. That will include highlights from the entire Eras tour as well as everything Taylor was up to and achieved in 2024. And that's a wrap on the most amazing, magical tour in history, you guys. I leave you guys with kind of a little reel of my reactions from the very last show. I'm just saving the best for last, of course. Bye, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Hi guys, okay, here we go for the last time ever. This is the final show of the Eras Tour. So Taylor Swift, you are an outfit repeater. Taylor is wearing the blue and gold bodysuit This means a few things: that we will never see any of the other outfits again that we were hoping to see. So I think it's safe to say that we are getting a film. One last grand adventure. Feel this close forever and ever, and how take me out and take me home. Darling, you're my lover. Fearless era for the last time. Taylor just came through the door. Oh my gosh, I just screamed. Sam was like, for the last time, no! I was there, I remember it all too well. Our very last religious experience. Until you're right. So it's going to be the very last standing ovation, and they're aiming to do a fun project to sing happy birthday to Taylor, so let's see if it happens.
And I just wanted to say that on behalf of all of us, we will never forget you giving us that moment. Thank you so much, Vancouver.
Lost.
Like, think about what you might do here. And so every single night is different. I'll do something on the guitar, and then something on
The very last surprise song. Oh my gosh, here we go for the very, very last time on piano. I swear it's gotta be the manuscript, Long Live, or You're on Your Own, Kid. One of those. Dear Reader. I was also thinking Dear Reader. New Year's Day. I guessed it, and then I was like, no. To the party. I knew it. I should have guessed it. Finishes down in the lobby. Right on the hardwood floor. Beneath the night before. Sorry. The last page. It's the manuscript. I knew it. I knew it. You guys, I'm wrecked. I am such a wreck right now. And the very last time, oh my gosh, no. It's really ending. Here we go, the very last time. There she goes. Midnights for the last time.